1800s, it was believed that heat traveled with the help of particles called caloric. The caloric would carry heat from hotter end to the colder end. Suppose you have a rod which has been heated from one end. Caloric would travel from that end to the other end, carrying the heat energy. But later on, with advancement of science, we realize that the particle called caloric does not exist. Then how does heat travel? How does heat travel in a solid? Let's take a closer look to understand. In solids, the molecules are vibrating about their mean position. What would happen if we heat a solid from one end? The molecules will gain higher kinetic energy and start vibrating vigorously. Colliding with the next line of molecules, they will impart some of this kinetic energy and causing them to also vibrate vigorously. They in turn will transfer the kinetic energy to the next line through collision, causing them to as well vibrate vigorously. And so on and so forth, heat energy is transferred from one particle to other, from one end of the solid to the other end. This process of transfer of heat is known as conduction. If the solid is a metal, they would have free electrons available. These electrons would gain energy and travel across the solid, colliding with the molecules and imparting kinetic energy. Hence, conduction happens even faster in metals. The molecular arrangements of liquid is different as compared to solid, and hence conduction does not play a significant role in transfer of heat. How does then heat travels in liquids? When a liquid is heated from the bottom, it would expand and become less dense. Less dense, warmer fluid rises. More dense, cooler fluid from the top sinks. And this process continues until the entire liquid is heated. This gives rise to something known as convection current. This process of transfer of heat in fluid is known as convection. An important thing to note, heating has to be done from the bottom as warmer fluid rises, and cooling has to be done from the top as colder, more denser fluid. In both previous cases, we saw heat would transfer from one point to another with help of particle movement. But what if there are no particles? Like in the case of heat reaching from sun to earth. How do heat travel in vacuum? In vacuum, heat travels with the help of electromagnetic radiation. The electromagnetic radiation which carries heat is known as infrared radiation.